Hello guys, another video from my car. As every Friday on this channel, not that much about Laravel, but more about career. And today I want to start two serious videos. So the first video will be today, and then the next one will be published next week, which is about changing the mindset of a junior when you're hired into a new company, into a bigger company with existing project, and how not to fail, or how to deliver great results from the day one so you would impress your colleagues and bosses and become a trusted person for future tasks. Because typically what happens is juniors are hired into a new company and they're kind of afraid to fail, afraid to touch anything, not to break anything, and generally struggle with mindset issues more than technical issues. If they are hired, they are already good enough. Now I will switch from they to you. So you juniors, what can you do? In this video, I will give you 3 tips about mindset and what should you change and what should you do to become better at a new company. Tip number 1, when you're assigned a new project, you need to analyze the full code base. Yes, full code base, not only the tasks that you are assigned to. Analyze the code base and look for patterns. How other developers and that company do various stuff. How do they structure the code? How do they return results from API? How do they commit code and what are the commit messages? How do they do pull requests? Do they include this or that in the pull request? Analyze the code by different developers. Do they differ? So you need to look for patterns and repeat them exactly that way in your code. So the goal of your code is not stand out. So your code needs to not scream that it's yours. So whoever will review that code in the future should go, oh, okay, cool, accept it, let's move on to other tasks. And for that, analyzing patterns of that company and repeating them is a very good practice. Of course, the patterns are not only from the company, but from Laravel itself or whatever framework actually. So there are general kind of conventions that you need to follow and practices for naming things, for example. But also each company has their own kind of guidelines or ways they do things. So you need to repeat those. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is live by the rule of first do no harm and only then try to be useful. So what I've seen juniors fail at, they try to impress other people, impress colleagues by rushing. So they want to deliver faster and more tasks from the beginning. But the result of that over rushing is usually a lot of bugs, inconsistency, and then you have to kind of football back and forth with reviews and then fixes and then more fixes in the future, which actually does the opposite of impressing other people. You need to impress not with speed, as many juniors do, but with reliability. So people reviewing your code and reviewing your functions above should go, okay, that person can be trusted with other more important tasks. So for that, do not rush. And please test your code, double test your code, especially in the beginning. But by testing, I mean just think about edge cases. Quite often, especially juniors, deliver the function and think only about good cases of user input, of shiny scenarios that everything goes right, and then they deliver the function as completed. But they haven't tested what if user added wrong information, what if some data isn't in the database as expected, and stuff like that. So you need to at least think about those and test those cases, whether manually or automated tests, preferably of course. But basically the goal is to not introduce bugs, do not harm the code base, because many juniors do in the beginning. It's better to be a bit slower, not too much slower of course, but reliability is more important than speed. And usually if it's a normal company, they would not require speed from you from the very beginning. And then the third tip is do not be afraid to ask questions. But there's a nuance to that. Do not bombard with questions, bombard the colleagues or seniors. You need to ask questions only when you lack information, like how that feature exactly should work in this or that case. And also after you've done your own research, for example, why this code works this way, first, Google a lot, search Stack Overflow, Laracast forum, or whatever, try to make your own research, and then formulate the question to that person so they would be in a position to answer quickly. usually yes or no. For example, look, I've made this research and I think that this code is not clear enough. Could you explain to me, because I've tried this and that and it doesn't work? So that's a good example of question. Another example would be, do I understand correctly that this means that? And the answer should be basically yes or no. So save time for others while answering the questions. They shouldn't code for you. They shouldn't be interrupted from their work. You need to show that you've put your own job as well before asking them. And if it is a company of friendly people, you should be okay with questions and answers. And by the way, first assume that they are friendly until they aren't. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Just formulate them in a quick way for them to quickly answer and in a friendly way. So yeah, 3 tips. Analyze the full code base. Double check your code with thinking about edge case and no rushing. And don't be afraid to ask questions, but ask the right questions in the right way. I hope it will help to grow in your position, whether you are junior just hired or generally tackle a new project in your company. What do you think? Would you add more to these list of tips? Next week, I will have part 2 about growing to more senior level, adopting more senior mindset. That's it for this time, and see you guys in other videos.